tomorrow will be the big thing where I've already talked to my neighbor. I'll be over there. I understand Tony Petrie's supposed to join me too. That should run really smoothly because that's very interactive. This is, I'm not really doing much in the way of interaction here because I'm just doing but I'll probably, I tried to actually do this today, was to start earlier. Hello, Bill Johnston. I tried to get going at 2:30, but I had a chair problem I had to fix, so I got another chair, and wow, that sure changes things. Tomorrow I'll be standing up in the backyard of my neighbor. Only things will be, we won't be working with Wi-Fi as we're doing right now. Because it does appear this works better when I'm inside than when I'm not. Just got a phone call. I'm not sure if you all heard that or not. I do use my phone. So many of us find that the phone is... Of course, I could also just turn off the phone. There's a good idea. I actually thought that I should do that tomorrow. Don't have to worry about the phone. But this is still a work day. It's funny, the with everything going on, I get as many, if not more, telephone solicitors than ever before. I was talking to my neighbor that if we get lifted from our incarceration, I still can't go anywhere. I've got a lot of work to do. And what I may do, as I say, I'm probably going to do some of my projects live, just because it'll help me get them done. But I got a lot of work done yesterday. Just some happy Easter drawings. Let me sound a little more upbeat. I'm not sure. I'm not seeing Roy. Hello, Gar. I see no armadillos. No, armadillos and Easter don't go together. Yesterday it was fun. Jack Pittman, who was here yesterday, I don't know if he's here today yet or if he's going to, but Jack is actually well-known, very established cartoonist nationally. He's a very well-known illustrator that's done so many projects over his years. And that was fun doing. I did a drawing of, I'll have to post those, of Katie barred the door, and we got into Arthur Rackham, and that was fun. So there's that. Golly, something's changed here because for some reason that looks really slanted, and it shouldn't. I don't know why it is. If I can move that a little bit. That's better, but it's almost as if this thing somehow is. Hello, Bill Dussinger. The Armadillo Easter Bunny. What, are you kidding me? Let's see, I'm trying to see. Oh, hey, no, is this today? Yeah, okay. Hi, Sue B. Sue B, I know you do a lot of photography, but you really don't post much of nothing of it. And now's a good time to do it. And I see Vicki Smart is here from Asheville, North Carolina. Yeah, Jack Pittman was here at length yesterday, and actually ended up being here. I was only planning on really doing these for about 50. And I know Vicki likes lambs. Happy the lambs dancing. And Easter time is when the lilies are in bloom. In fact, I've got some wild growing in my front yard. I took a picture. I meant to post that. I forgot. I'm not really, as I say, I don't do much interaction with this. It's the tomorrow's full of interaction. Tomorrow's theme will be Easter egg hunt, and whatever you all come up with beyond that. I have some things carrying over, but I'm probably I may let those go just so I can just concentrate on. I will be looking more for armadillos and things tomorrow. And tomorrow, Gar the Ghoul will be doing a horrible horror with Gar the Ghoul. You can go to the horrible horror with Gar the Ghoul page. Let me grab another pen here. So there's a happy sheep. Okay, I hope that looks better. It's still looking slanted. As I say, I've changed my chair and I've changed my position here, so it looks like I'm altering things. Hey, Keith, how are you? Keith Douglas is here. And yes, Sue, well, Keith posts a lot of cartoons, but Sue, you need to post your photos. Sue's over there in Melrose, Florida. Hold on a second. I'm going to go ahead and go from Happy Sheep. Again, I'm just like when I do the live cartoon. So I may work on some projects live now that I've got all this Wi-Fi business set up. But a lot of those may be very late at night because that's when I worked till about 5:30 this morning. All right, I'm going away from what I came on here to do. I'm repeating yesterday without Jack Pittman doing it. This is default. Well, no, it's not. It is one. It's Mr. Gar the Ghoul who's caused this. The rapscallion. And if you're a scallion, you know how well you can rap. Especially at Christmas time. Find them on your grocer's aisle. So next time you find an armadillo running around, and I've got some running around my yard here, I'll have to go get some bunny ears and put them on them. There, the Easter armadillo. You know, I think they're all part of the same family. If you all know, roly-polies are just a variation, are part of the armadillo family. I believe, someone can correct me. My expertise is more history than critters. I saw Peggy, my friend Peggy McDonald, do a history of the Cross Florida Barge Canal today. It was over on the Manatee Conservation site. That was interesting because she's in Gainesville, so she did it from a lake in Gainesville. I believe I know where she was. It's a lake that connects to Payne's Prairie. And our Cross Florida Barge Canal well connects in here. I got to add texture here for the armadillo. And we've got to put some if you'd said to me I'd be drawing a bunny armadillo, Easter bunny armadillo out an hour ago, I would have said, you're nuts. Why would I do that? It's that Gar the Ghoul. It's his fault. Shows his education, where he went to primary school, got him thinking this obtuse way. Oh, wait a minute, we went to the same school, primary school. Never mind. How about that? Yeah, Bill, around Mount Dora, you have to go into the woods, but they're bunny armadillos all through there. Over at in Tangerine at I can't think of the park. My favorite one of my favorite parks there. They're all over the place. Back in the saw palmetto. All right, there is a bunny armadillo, and I will post. And I didn't do this yesterday. I will post. I didn't scan everything till about 3 a.m. this morning. But I'll post these so you can see them too. And I'm not sure who else is here. I'm not seeing. Let me see if I can scroll back a little bit. Oh, hello, Karen Cato. How are you, Karen, up there in up north? Okay, I'm not seeing. There's no. Okay, so they're not. This isn't showing. All right, I can't see as much this way. All right, so there's a bunny armadillo, and there is a happy little sheep bounding about, and some lilies, Easter lilies. You want me? Should I draw something else since I'm here? I admit that 15 minutes did seem pretty quick. 2 days ago. Oops. Uh-oh. Do it this way. Oh, okay. I see what else I can do. I can just tilt this a little bit itself away. I moved everything about. All right, let's see what else. I don't know if Keith is still here, but he should think about doing some live too. It really gets you thinking, and of course I'm doing no pencil. I'm making this up as I go. I was just going to do. I thought I would do a lamb drawing today. I'm going to do these live every day to Easter. And actually, this is really helping me get some other artwork done. I may do more of these as I've discovered this. I don't want to quite be Neil Adams and be here every day, but... And I don't have enough blue shirts for that. But then again, I don't know how many blue shirts Neil Adams has. Neil Adams will be doing a live auction tonight at... actually, today he's doing it early. Oh, he's doing it not less than an hour from now. He's starting it at 4 because of the Easter. And it's funny, he was saying, you know, he's really not doing anything for Easter because you really can't go anywhere. But please, so little children just don't get a chance to see happy little critters anymore. They see everything's angry, everybody's mad about everything. So some happy little things. Oh, I did do a PDF. I did not put it in for a download. I need to do that. I said I would do that, and I did do that. I do make a PDF last night, but I got a little tired as it hit 5:30. And I'm trying not to be up until sunup. And I admit, I do have a political cartoonist mentality, much the cynic about so many things. But I think children need to see happy things. Oh, I don't see. Is anyone here else here? Missing? I'm not. Again, this isn't to be too interactive. Oh, I'm seeing other names, other people here. Hold on. Hey, yeah, well, Keith, consider doing this for fun, especially if you want interaction. Hey, Mike Wilkie, that was funny. Hey, Barbara Dale, up there. Barbara's near my, is near where my sister is now. And that was funny, Mike, when Jack said what he said about "Here come the puns." that was funny. You sure do get a lot out. I mean, I'm sure underneath, you can't help but be a bit. Some folks possibly being a bit jealous that they've always wanted to do a lot of cartoons and they never do anything because they're concerned about how it sounds or what it reads like or whatever. And no, you just got to do it. Just do it. Mike is doing it. He's doing a lot of it, too. Someone I really like and admire is a great guy, Dave Bippy Boyer, up in New York near Rochester. And what I like so much about Bippy is that I remember when there was a big move in cartoon caricature to try to draw like a number of other people, and everybody was trying to draw wacky drawings, and it was a big drive amongst caricaturists. And Dave just ignored it all. He just does what he does, and it works, and it's great, and he's got a great attitude. Where others are saying, "Oh, I don't know if this looks enough like that, or it should look more like this, or I should do." No, just do it. Just do it. Don't worry about all that stuff. All right, there's a happy bunny with some chicks, and that goes for you too, Gar. By the way, Gar is a very good cartoonist. In fact, when I started doing caricatures back in high school, at the tender age of just turning 16, I tried to get Gar to join us, and he didn't. So he didn't become a caricaturist, but he did become a ghoul, which is obvious to everyone now. And if you tune into anything that Gar does, you'll see he's really funny, great sense of humor, and he's a good cartoonist, and he could really combine those if he wanted to. But he's doing what he's doing. All right, so there's a bunny. I'm not signing anything. How dare I? Always sign things. And Mike does a great job. You can read Mike's signature. If you're signing something, people should be able to read it. Why sign it if you can't read it? That makes sense. I'm sorry, you can't really see all that, can you? So there. See, that's at the top there. All right, should I draw anything else, or should I move on? No. Flamingos are not native to Florida and shouldn't be here. A blue Union pajamas, huh? And hey, Mike Chan. This was something we didn't do much of when I went. Mike was one of my teachers at the Kubert School, and this was something we really didn't get into at the Kubert School. Was funny animal stuff. Well, there was animation class in Milt Neal, but when I left and came back, Milt Neal was gone, and there really wasn't much anything involving cartoon funny animals. But anyway, and what did I know? I mean, a year later, I was in a planning department of the city of Orlando in the graphics department doing something completely different. I'm very glad I took that job, though, especially these days. And thank you, Mr. Jeff Parker, for that. But anyway, be that as, and my sister who found a job at Rollins College. All right, so there's that, and I could do something else. You want me to? What should I do? I'm not doing flamingos, Gar, you ghoul. I don't care what you. I don't care. You can launch all the monsters you want to. I'm not gonna do it. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. Oh, I just changed brushes. What did I just do? Oh, I went from a brush to the. It's fun using a brush. And I admit, when I was at the Kubert School, I wish I could have, because I could have learned so many cool things. And it's just the insecurity there. All right, so. I am working on this little comic book for Free Comic Book Day. And I've run into a little problem with my story involving Thomas Alva Edison. And here, just to make Gar the Ghoul happy, here is a Oh, sorry, you can't quite see that. Let me get that down. See it a little better. So tomorrow morning, if you like folk music, the Florida Folk Show is doing it's actually a rebroadcast of a program. It is not with Florida folk music. It's just folk music that that this broadcast is, with a view of the live view of the Gulf of Mexico. Gary Horrell, who's the one, is the reason I'm able to do this whole thing. I have bad connection problems where I am, very bad connection, and Gary got me out of this mess. But anyway, Gary will be doing his live at 9 a.m. Of course, I'll probably be still sleeping. But if you want to listen to some Florida folk, and this is actually an interview and music with, and I'm sorry, I love Florida folk music because it tells our history and our story, but I'm not a real big fan of folk music. But tomorrow is with Paul from Peter, Paul, and Mary. It's an interview with him and some music that was done by the Florida Folk Show a number of years ago. And Gary's going to be playing that through the Florida Folk Show Facebook page. So that's coming tomorrow. And Dina Martin is about to go live here. She may be doing it right now, actually, and I'll probably tune right into that from here. Dean Martin's daughter, and that's my kind of music. I love that. She does she's doing it live in her living room with just her husband and her assistant, and the little soundtrack background. There we go. An Easter monster. Hey, Diana and Christian. Hello, Christian. Isn't something about kittens? I can't see that. Isn't juggling? No. I have kittens juggling a monster, maybe, but. All right, anything else here? All right, where are we? I'm having a little trouble. I don't want to do. That's why. In fact, my video is not even showing I've updated here. So should I draw anything else? I see I'm a little off track here. Hopefully you can see that. I don't want to. Here, I can move this. That's right. I was saying I've changed the camera place, and I've also changed my chair, and suddenly everything doesn't work like it did yesterday. I could have thought of that. I need about an extra 20 minutes to set up. Anything else? Now after saying I won't take suggestions, I'm saying I'm taking suggestions. And I hope you're able to celebrate Easter. If you are with faith, hopefully if your church isn't online, you find one that is. And of course, our friends of the Jewish faith are currently celebrating Passover, and they're not here because they would not be doing this. I'll take. All right. Well, I'll just pick up Steve Martin, Kitty Juggler. Hey, Phil. Hey, now we got Phil. Phil Ye is way over in California, way out there. All right. I'll pick up on what Diana wrote, though she'd probably rather have me draw JP or old Gerald juggling. As I said, I may do some other live. Because I've got a lot of work to do, and now that I can do this, and I work best when there are others around. And that comes from 41, this June, 41 years doing professionally drawing. Ye gods. But it's drawing with people around. Thinking of Phil when we did those. Hold on, now I gotta be tricky here. All right, because I gotta show this and this, and that's gotta look like it's juggling. Uh-oh, almost messed that up. Yeah, when we were doing the Cartoons Around the World thing, that's easy for me because I'm used to working around people. But I know folks get real. Who's I talking to about not wanting to go live? Oh, back Jack Pittman yesterday said he's too shy. I'm the other way around. I don't. It's hard. I can't. It's really hard and almost impossible for me to draw without people being around because I'm just used to it after all this time. And for all these years, most of the cartoon work I do, is in a coffee shop or someplace because I realized I had this problem a few decades ago, and unfortunately, I didn't try to. I've tried to beat it. I can't. It's just. Also, there's other things I'd rather do. It's hard for me to. I need. It's hard for me to just. It's easier with an audience for me. Like, for example, if I wasn't doing this, I mean, I've been doing a lot of research involving what we're going through right now. I never realized I was going to know so much about viruses and such, but I don't take things as they're handed to me. I want to get empirical knowledge is reasoned knowledge is number one. I've learned so many things, and that's what I'd continue to do that because it's fun to learn. It's fun to read. And I see things folks are posting. I don't mean to sound like Mr. Know-It-All. I've been researching this stuff, and I see a lot of these memes that are wrong, and I go in and try to correct them. No, well, that's not what that is, and because again, I had no idea I was going to be doing this right now. So the opposite of what Diana wrote, instead of a monster juggling kittens, I've got a kitten juggling monsters. Here, I'll give him a tail. I don't know if any of my kitty friends are here. I'm making up these monsters. I hope they make sense. Kitties juggling monsters. Hey, Cindy Mulvey. All right, I think this is about enough of this. And I'm sorry, I'm seeing there's a number of things here. I'm not seeing a lot of else. I was like, let's see what else is in here. All right, Cindy Mulvey and Gar and Whoopsie. All right. Okay, so there you are. Oh, I'm sure you can't really see it. I'm sorry, I drew it too far up. So there's. Now, tomorrow at 3 o'clock, doing the large version. In fact, tomorrow's all the Hobbit of Bees, all of them, there's been 15, have all been tall. This is going to be wide, so I have a field to do Easter eggs. If I don't know, is Diana, are you still here? Might as well draw while I'm talking if I'm drawing. I don't know. Hey, BP Anderson. Hey, I don't know. Is Diana? Are you still here? She may not be, but she's a big fan of a program called Simon and Simon. Who remembers Simon and Simon? Well, Phil's right there where Simon and Simon was. Actually, originally, there's a Florida connection. That's where I come in involving Simon and Simon. Originally, there's Diana. Yeah, so this is the original Simon and Simon program was supposed to take place in Florida. The pilot was shot in around Miami and the Keys, or actually took place in that area. The most of the Florida shooting happened down. And I've taken a lot of pictures around the Rod and Gun Club in Everglades City, and on the, I did a video there last year, and I never posted it on my Swampy page of the causeway because I hadn't stopped there and done a video in a long time, so I did. But that's there's scenes right there. So here is, off the top of my head, I have no reference in front of me, so apologize. But here's an Easter bunny of. Hold on, let me see how far I can carry this. All right, I guess I should put this on the Simon and Simon page. If I don't, Diana will. I'll probably scan it in around 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll hold it. Then I know Rick fan. They got like the shirt open. Simon & Simon was a TV series in the 80s of two brothers who weren't quite the same. Actually, that is a boot. A very popular program, in fact, that was around for 8 seasons. 9 seasons? Now I'm forgetting. So there's Gerald McRaney, who, by the way, there's also a Florida connection, married Delta Burke, who was born and raised in Orlando. Actually, her mother was a friend of mine. Both, she was part of our City of Orlando Historic Preservation Commission, of which I was also. I was with the city, but I worked very closely with the Historic Commission and worked with her mother. Was a very nice lady. I think she's still with us, too. And so I should make that a... And Gerald McRaney was one of the two brothers. I should put that mustache down a little bit. So I hope that works off the top of my head. And I'm sorry, I was going to say something. I can't remember what it was. All right, doesn't matter. I'm here much longer than I need to. And my battery's going all at the same time. It's because I was trying to set all this up. It took more time. Okay, whoops. All right. You remember that program? Yeah, well, there's a Simon and Simon fan page. Simon and Simon program fan page on Facebook. And Diana and I are both part of that. All right. And if Diana doesn't post it, I'll post it of Rick Simon as the Easter Bunny. All right, well, that's enough of that. I'm now, way late here. And Jack Pittman, I can't blame Jack Pittman for this. All right, I thank you all very much for being here, being a part of things. And tomorrow, 3 p.m., we'll be doing this in the backyard of my neighbor with a babbling brook. And the theme will be Easter egg hunt. You come in here, tell me critters, or Rick Simon, or whoever to be in the Easter egg hunt, and I'll figure it out from there. It should be fun, and I'm taking all requests there. Thank you all very much for being here. I will see you all tomorrow at 3. I'll be back Sunday to do something like this again for Easter Sunday. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great day. Take care, and bye-bye.